The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 0144 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for May the 15th, 2013. I'm live, it's now 6 minutes past 11 here in Ireland, and you're very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show. Here on the show, I give out free psychic readings, so if you would like to get one of those readings, you need to get in touch with the show. And there is loads of different ways of getting in touch with the show. The first way is via Facebook. If you've never joined my Facebook fan page before, please do so. Just search for Irish Psychic on Facebook and you'll see there the page with over 12,000 fans. Just join that page, like it, and then click on the message function there and you can send me a private message with your question for tonight's show. Now, not all questions will be answered on the show, but I do try and get through as many people as possible. The alternative way of getting in contact is via irishpsychic.net, which is my website, and you'll see there, once you've clicked on the Irish Psychic Radio Show, there is a post there where you can actually add your question to hopefully get answered here on tonight's show. I'm here for the next hour, I'm live, and I had a lovely break. You may have been wondering, where has the Irish Psychic Show been? It hasn't been anywhere. It was basically my little holiday to myself, and it was one of those holidays that was kind of needed, and I didn't go anywhere. It was just kind of a relaxation type thing. So I do hope that the energy, because it's all refreshed, hopefully I will be able to get through as many readings as possible on tonight's show. But as I've mentioned, I'm here until 12 midnight. Do tell your friends and family to get in contact with the show as well. You can also leave a voice message for the show as well. Now, a voice message is completely different. It's basically picking up your telephone or your mobile and dialing the studio line number. Now, once you hear the phone ringing, it'll go, "Hi and welcome to Irish Psychic. Please hold while we try to connect you." Once you hear that, just continue to hold, and then it will say that I'm unavailable to take your call at the moment, but you can leave a message for tonight's show, and you have a 90% better chance of getting a psychic reading on tonight's show by leaving one of those voice messages. So all I need from you is just your name, your location, and your question for the show as well. So just, for instance, it'll just say, please leave your message after the tone. You just say, "Hi, my name is John. My question is, and I'm located in Athlone, or I'm located in Dublin." Wherever it is that you're located, just please, leave your location as well. Now, the number that you need to call, it's not a premium rate number. It's a local landline here in Ireland. So the number is 01 443 43 57. That's 01 443 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, the number to call is 00353 443 43 57. And we have loads of questions that have been sent in via Facebook. So after the next piece of music, I'm going to be taking my first three questions. So fingers crossed, it's going to be your question that I'm going to be answering as well. This is Heart of Gold, and this is by Shane MacDonald.
To believe in, when all you got to do is close can sometimes be deceiving. Yeah. Set the song on the radio, no deceptive disguise. Yeah. Cause the summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low, but you've got something seasons never change. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me, no. Yeah, you got a heart full, dizzy highs and sweet goodbyes, what a feeling. Yeah, to make the lonely day seem more worthwhile. But if you ain't loving someone, you got nothing. Yeah. Set the sound on the radio in 1,000 miles to go. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low, but you've got something seasons never change. You're gonna be my baby. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me, no. Yeah, you've got a heart of gold. Finally you notice me. God only knows why it took so long. You're gonna be my baby. And everything's like it should have been. Eyes open, dream. It's a picture perfect scene. Yeah, yeah. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low, but you've got something seasons never change. Come on, get on it now. Come on. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me. No, you're gonna be mine, you got a heart. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low, but you've got something seasons never change. You're gonna be mine, gonna be mine. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me. You're gonna be mine, you got a heart. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high, the sun is low, but you've got something seasons never change. You're gonna be mine, baby. Sky blue seas in your eyes, please don't stop the way you move and tease me. You're gonna be mine, you got a heart. Summer days, they come and go when the tide is high. I wake in the morning beside you, feeling the sun on my face, and the sights and the sounds that surround me, and the touch of your beautiful embrace. Then I open my eyes, I can't find you, and nothing is quite as it seems. Cause in the back of my mind, I know that you ain't mine, and the truth is it's all just a dream. And I will love you all of my days, saying the words that you help me to say. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars in so many ways. And I'll be here right now, every night, and every day. Every day's hard without you. Every night is a break from the day. The dreams of your love and your voice from above. Ain't no wonder why I'm feeling this way. If I could, I would kneel down beside you and ask you to be mine today. I tell you that you're everything, all I could want, and these are the words I would say. And I will love you all of my days. I'm saying the words that you help me to say. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars in so many ways. I'm being right now, every night, and every day. All the secrets I wanted you all the words that you wanted to hear, all the times I wanted to hold you and whisper my dreams in your ear. So I call you and ask you to meet me. I tell you that I'm not afraid, and you're here by my side, in my arms and your mouth. And these are the words that I say, and I will love you. All of my days, I'm saying the words that you help me to say. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars, so many ways. I'll be in right now, every night, and I will love you. All of my days, I'm saying the words that you help me to say. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars, so many ways. I'll be in right now. I'll be in right now. I'll be in right now. Every night, every day.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're all very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 17 minutes past 11 and it's time for the first reading of the night. And I was just actually listening there to the music, and I was just, well, I'm in studio at the moment, and I was just kind of thinking to myself, where is my PA? So wherever she or he is gone, I have kind of two, but I don't know who's supposed to be on tonight. But I kind of wanted a cup of tea, and they're not around me at the moment, so I can't really leave the studio, unfortunately. But I'm kind of gasping for a cup of tea. You know that kind of moment when you're just sitting in studio and you're kind of thinking to yourself, where is the tea? But sure, unfortunately, I'll just have to continue on with the show. And fingers crossed, maybe a cup of tea might just appear on the table here before the end of the show. Okay, time for the first reading, please. And the first person I'd like to read for is Diane Roth. And Diane would just like a small general reading. No problem at all, Diane. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards now. And when Spirit told me to stop, Diane, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay the cards for your reading. Again, if you do ask for a general reading, I do try and give as much information as I can. But again, that would be kind of more a private reading. A general reading can, last between, 10 to 15 to 30 minutes, depending on what Spirit want to pass on. So again, because we're limited for time on the airwaves here, I do try and just cut them short. Okay, they just told me to stop. I'm just looking at the cards now, Diane. Right, quite interesting, the cards that have to come up here, Diane. We have the Moon card, which is one of the major cards. A major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. We also have the Nine of Swords. We have the King of Cups in the reverse position, which represents yourself. We have the King of Scepters, and we also have the Six of Cups in the upright position as well. They're kind of linking in with the kind of love life at the moment, Diane. I'm not too sure if there's kind of difficulties or there's frustrations around the love life, because the Nine of Swords always indicates kind of confusion. And it's quite interesting the way Spirit is actually giving it to me here at the moment, because the Moon card, like I've mentioned, is one of the major cards. It's like if there's a decision that needs to be made regarding the love life and you're kind of unsure what kind of way to kind of go. And it's like if there's been mixed confusion from another person. It's like if I see this other person getting involved, telling you their side of the story, but you're kind of on the contrary, if that makes sense. It's not kind of believable to what you're kind of picking up on. Now again, I'm not too sure if this has happened or it's going to happen. Again, Spirit can be quite, difficult that kind of way inclined. So again, you're more than welcome to private message me again and let me know. But again, I kind of do feel that it will be sorted out, but they're kind of giving it here that you need to kind of just give it time. I kind of feel that there's a 10-week period for things to kind of change here. But always trust your own instincts. Don't kind of feel that you need to ask other people's advice. Sometimes it can be a good thing when they give the, the correct advice, but when they kind of confuse us even more, that's where the difficulties can begin, and we can kind of feel a little bit insecure in ourselves then within the relationship that we may be in. So I do hope, Diane, that has answered your questions, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for. Just going through the questions here. And we have a question in here from Linda Boyne. And Linda has just asked, will I get pregnant? I've been trying for 2 years. Oh, no problem at all, Linda. And hopefully the cards will be able to answer the question. Again, it is a health-related question, so I do make sure to say that, to go and see the doctor with regards to that as well if you are having any, difficulties. So I'm just shuffling the cards. They just told me to stop, but I'm just looking at the cards now, Linda. Okay, very, very good news here, because we have the Four of Cups, which is actually the pregnancy card. We also have the King of Scepters, which represents yourself. And we also have the Magician card here in the reverse position. The Magician card is quite an interesting card to come up here in relation to that particular question, Linda, because I know it's not easy that you have been trying for the last few years, but you always have to have that hope. You always have to stay positive as well with regards what it is that you want, and that is a baby at the end of the day. Now, one thing that I do suggest, and this goes for anyone who wants to have a child and maybe having difficulties, again, unless there's kind of medical issues there, what I do, stress to people is, I know it may sound strange, but just to go out and buy something for your baby. Now, it can be unisex, it doesn't have to be a boy or a girl, but buy something for your child, as it were, maybe like something like a teddy bear or something like that, but do it in kind of private. It's quite a thing that, I tell everyone, just kind of do in private. Don't, say to all your friends, oh, I'm going out to buy, a teddy bear or an outfit for my child, so to speak, because then they're going to be asking you questions. But if you can do it privately and just quiet someday when you feel that you're in the, in the mood to do it, and just purchase it and know that that is for your child. Just know in your heart and soul that what you're buying is actually for your child, and then put it away safe and concentrate on what it is that you've just bought, and concentrate as much as you can every single day. Just focus on what it is that you're after buying, and then obviously continue to try for a baby as well. But I do feel, because that card is after coming up here, Linda, it won't be too much longer that you're going to be waiting, and usually that card never comes up unless Spirit really are quite positive that it is going to happen. So again, I do wish you every success, but again, do let me know in relation to what I've said as well, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question. Okay, time for another question. There is a question in here from Ben Johnson. No problem at all, Ben. And Ben has just asked, when will I marry? No problem at all, Ben. Lovely question to ask. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, as you can hear. Excuse me. There goes the frog in my throat. Like I've mentioned, where is my PA when he's supposed to get me a cup of tea? Oh, I'll have to put that out on the airwaves. If anyone is looking for a job as my PA, personal assistant, please do get in contact with me. You'll just be making tea. It's as simple as that. And that's basically all. That's basically all I want, being honest. Okay, so I'm just looking at the cards now. This is for Ben Johnson, and Ben is just asking, when will I marry? Okay, I don't feel it's going to be this year here, Ben. Right, they're actually giving me at least 2 to 3 years before anything changes with regards to this, Ben. You have the 9 of Cups in the upright position. You also have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. And you also have the 9 of Swords in the upright position. They're kind of indicating here now is not the right time. I know you're kind of thinking, well, you want, to get married. And that's obviously why you asked the question. But you do have the Awakening card here as well. And having the Awakening card here, it's a really, really positive card to find, because it just shows that everything that's meant to be will actually happen. But it's about you thinking positive as well. And having the Awakening card here as well, it's like if you're kind of shutting the doors on the old and allowing the new things to kind of happen within your own life. And that's something that you've kind of probably learned in time. Maybe it's a book that you're after reading, but it is really, really positive as well in terms of the question that you've asked as well. So thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well. Okay, the next person, we'll continue on while the going is good, as they say. And the next person is Michelle Murphy. Okay, and it's it's a health-related question that you've asked, Michelle. So I do have to stress to go and see the doctor as well, but we'll see what the cards come up with as well. And you just have down, wondering about my migraines, what is the cause? And you just have down, thanks, no problem at all. Well, I'm sure if anyone has ever suffered a migraine, I have in the past myself, they are absolutely awful. And they are they're nothing like a headache. They just really get you, and you just don't really want to be around anyone. You just can't, have anyone talking to you, and it's, they are just a nightmare. And usually, it can be from stress, it can be from anything like that, or it can be from too much caffeine, etc. There's loads of different reasons why they come up. Now, you do actually have the health card, which is the Horseman of Swords. That's after coming up in the reverse position. So it does kind of indicate here, Michelle, just to go and get checked as well. And usually when it comes up in the reverse position, it can have an indication here that it's like if you're putting off the doctor. And again, they know best. They're able to diagnose, the headaches, because there's different type of headaches as well. And, one may be a migraine, one may not. And a doctor is able to be the judge of that. So again, the key advice there is just go and see the doctor. Now, you do have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, and you also have the Queen of Swords in the upright position as well. And the Queen of Swords represents yourself, but having the Ace of Cups in the reverse position here, Michelle, it's like if there has been difficulties regarding stress with regards to the love life, or it's like if there's kind of worry around it, is kind of the best description of it. And that's what kind of Spirit is actually giving me at the moment. And again, I'm not too sure if there has been an issue that you've been worried about within, the relationship that you're in. But they're also indicating here, you have the Youth of Cups here as well, and that represents a younger boy, so I presume it's your son. But having that particular card here as well, along with the High Priestess card as well, and also the Ace of Wands in the reverse position, I'm not going to say... the way they're kind of giving it to me here at the moment is don't ignore anything. It's like if you need to be kind of more open in terms of speaking with your family, with regards to your children here. I kind of feel that there's kind of an issue going on that, they may not be letting you know, or they're kind of afraid of letting you know, or kind of not telling you. And sometimes, it's the mother's intuition that picks up certain things. But if you are not picking it up at the moment, it's not to do with, the neglect of your son or anything like that, or the neglect of your children. It's just sometimes we just don't see these certain things. And again, I'm not going to go into too much information on here, but they're just kind of indicating here, Michelle, if you can just speak with your, your children there, just ask them, is everything okay? Because sometimes, they're kind of afraid to let on certain things. So it could be to do with, maybe bullying in school or something like that. So again, I do hope that has answered your question. And thank you very much as well, Michelle, for sending in your question as well. Okay, time for a quick commercial break. If you have not yet sent in your question, please do so. You're listening to the Irish Psychic Show. It is just coming up to 11:30 here in Ireland. I'm here until 12 midnight. There's still plenty of opportunities to get in touch with the show. You can call the number, which is 014 43 43 57. If you're outside of Ireland, just call 00353 1443 43 57. Get in touch via Facebook, just send me a private message, and also via my main website as well, which is irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio show there, and there you'll be able to post your question for the show as well. And I will be taking some of those questions from that page just after this. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
No sé por qué me sigues haciendo esto. Cualquier cosa que haga no es suficiente. Estoy cansada de esta locura.
'cause I'm like, don't be sorry, don't you worry, I can understand. But if you change your mind, I'll be your man. 'Cause I don't wanna cry without you, baby, standing by my side. I don't wanna lie, I'm going crazy, sleeping with my pride. I thought that you would take a chance, but now instead, just like romance, and it's goodbye. And I don't wanna cry. It's paved with scars and grows stronger with time. But even when the tough get going, you'll be on my mind. Cause in a flash of light, you took my breath away, and now you're gone. And all the words that you never heard me say, I went and wrote them in a song. 'Cause I don't wanna cry without you, baby, standing by my side. I don't wanna lie, I'm going crazy, sleeping with my pride. I thought that you would take a chance, but now instead, just like romance, and it's goodbye. I don't wanna cry a minute longer. I thought I was stronger. Time is never on my side. But maybe fate is what you make it, and you can't stop until you take the hand that makes you smile. It makes the tears you cry worthwhile.
There you go, that was I Don't Want to Cry by Shay MacDonald. Okay, time for another reading, and hello to all the listeners listening in to the Irish Psychic Show as well. And we already have feedback, so thank you very, very much. I'm just going to read it out. There was feedback there, and it's from Diane. Thank you very much, Diane. Wow, thanks for the reading. Yeah, I'll try and shed some light on recent events. I broke up with my boyfriend. He was stressing me out, and it was interfering with my college work. It became a very negative experience for me living with him. So thank you very much, Diane, for that kind feedback. I really do appreciate that. It's always good as well to get feedback. So if you have had a reading with me, and you'd like to leave your feedback, simply go to irishpsychic.net and then click on the Facebook feedback form there, and you can actually leave your feedback, and it is public, just so you know, but once you've placed it there, it's going to be there for other people to read as well, and it's just good for anyone who may wants to purchase a private reading. And speaking of private readings, if you've never had a private reading with me, please do check the website. It's irishpsychic.net, and there's loads of different options there. There is the mini reading, which is €3, £2, which is $4, and that just answers one particular question that you may have. There's also the 15-card audio reading, and also the 12 month audio reading as well, and also there's mediumship readings there as well, and also a numerology reading. Sometimes I actually forget what I actually do, but thankfully it's all there on the website, so do check that out please as well. Hello also to Siobhan as well, listening in over there in New York. You're very welcome to the show. Thank you very much, Siobhan. And next week, just so you're all aware, I'm going to be having a very, very, very special guest on the show. So this person could be on either Monday, Wednesday or Friday. Now I'm not going to tell you which. Excuse me, there's the frog again in my throat. Speaking of the cup of tea, it's still not here, but never mind. But it's going to be, that person is going to be with me either Monday, Wednesday or Friday, so it's up to you to tune in, and that person will also be giving free psychic readings and also healing readings as well. It's always good to get, healing energy readings as well. Okay, so the next person I would like to read for, and I actually love this name, and it's for Jessica Leanne Blackburn. And Jessica has just asked, my question is, will I ever find love and how soon? And Jessica is in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, thank you very much for sending in your question there, Jessica. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, they just told me to stop, Jessica, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Okay, well, it's straight kind of out with the way Spirit is actually answering this question here, Jessica. The first card out is the happiness card, and that's otherwise known as the Sun card, and that's actually in the reversed position, and this is one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. We also have the Seven of Coins in the reversed position, and we also have the Ace of Coins as well, and the Ace of Coins is again in the reversed position. The way they're giving it to me at the moment, Jessica, it's like if you've been on that path or you've been on that road and you've been driving along and you just stopped all of a sudden and kind of gave up on, love. And that's something that a lot of people it happens to a lot of people. If you haven't found it just yet, that may be a particular reason. It may be, the person isn't there for you just yet, or you haven't yet accepted yourself. And that's quite an interesting thing to say, that you haven't accepted yourself. And a lot of the time, that's sometimes the main case. So if you are single out there, just like Jessica, what I would like you to do is to do an affirmation. Now, an affirmation is a change of thought, and it is the most powerful thing that I've done for myself in the past, and it does work. Trust me, it really does work. And all you need to say to yourself, I know it sounds so simple, but just once you say it, you'll know what I mean by saying it every single day. And all you need to say is just, I love and approve of myself and all is well in my life. So I'll say that again. It's, I love and approve of myself and all is well in my life. That's all you need to say to yourself, and that will change everything, Jessica. It changes the way you're thinking at the moment. It changes, the kind of, the attitude there as well, in terms of how you're feeling as well. Because sometimes, like I've mentioned, when we give up on love, it's not going to just happen. We do have to kind of search for it as well. We do have to put out that energy as well. And that's what the happiness card indicates here. And because it's in the reverse position, it does show that things have been quite difficult for you, Jessica. And it's like if you've just given up on, love. And, the reason why I'm saying that is you have the learning card here, which is otherwise known as the Seven of Coins. And because that card is in the reverse position, it's like if you've felt that, you've learned everything that you've felt that you need to learn about love from a past relationship. It's like if you've been let down and you're kind of thinking to yourself, oh, well, what's the point in, picking up another book off the shelf, so to speak, because it's going to be the same as the last one. And that's not the case at all. And, what I would like you to do, if for anyone that's single out there who's been hurt in the past, kind of be thankful that, you have been hurt in the past, because it's leading you to that direction where you can actually find the love of your life that's going to be positive, that's going to be monogamous, that's going to be caring, that's going to be kind, and that's going to be loving as well. Because, even myself in the past, when, it happened to me, I was cheated on. I think a lot of people may have been cheated on in the past. And I looked at the different reasons why, and there was none. So that's the first thing I would say. There is no reason to cheat. Simple as that. So if you were in one of those relationships and the person cheated on you, there's no reason. Simple as that. So you can decide if you want to go ahead with the relationship and, not trust your partner, or you can actually just let that partner go. I decided to let that partner go. Just that's me, and that's the way I actually am as a person. I don't do it, so I don't feel that the other person should do it as well. And that was my strength, my spirit guide guiding me to where I was meant to be in life. And thankfully, I did let that person go in my life. And do I want to be with any of my exes now? The answer is no. I'm thankful with all the different, the decisions that I've made. I'm thankful with all those decisions that I have made in my own life, and they've led me to a a relationship that I would consider very loving, very kind, and very, very what I always expected a relationship to be. And that's, the key message. And that's what you need to ask yourself. What do I expect my relationship to be like? So if you're in a relationship at the moment and you're not being treated with the love and respect that you deserve, you need to ask yourself, well, why am I in this relationship? There's plenty of people out there that would give me what I'm actually looking for. So it's either you speak openly to your partner and let them know how you're feeling and that you would like some change in, the relationship, or else kind of just be in the relationship and be unhappy. And you'll often see that. You'll see, you'll probably notice the most unhappiest couples first. And it's quite an interesting thing. But if you're ever out and you're out in, a shopping market or anything like that, look for the most unhappiest couples. You'll often find them the first, because when you see someone who's really, really happy, it kind of, although it's quite wrong, but it kind of goes unnoticed. You'll always notice the other people that are kind of bickering and fighting and those kind of things, rather than the people that are in love. And I think it's the people that are in love should be credited, because it's not easy, for love to exist. We do have to work on it. It's like a job. We need to, what we put out is what we get back. So that's the key message as well, Jessica. Now, again, in relation to how soon that you'll find it, I kind of feel that it's going to be a year at least. And they're kind of more focusing on you learning about yourself for this year rather than anything else. And what I mean by learning about yourself, for anyone that's single at the moment, go out and enjoy your own company. I mean, if you can't enjoy your own company, well, then no one else can. So really do go out and enjoy your own company and just get to know yourself, even if it means just going to the cinema on your own. Just go, relax, enjoy the movie, and just really, really relax and get to know who you are as a person. That is the key message to understanding how, love is going to work when you do find love, and that is the key message. So thank you very much for sending in your question, and I do hope that has answered your question, and I do hope that it is, it has helped other people as well, because even if you don't get a message on tonight's show, I'm hoping that there will be a message for you in there somewhere as well. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is Leah Dowd. Leah is just wondering, what does the future hold for me? No problem at all, Leah. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards now. And when Spirit tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay the cards for your reading. And if you've just joined me, it is now 23:44, a quarter to midnight here in Ireland. I'm still fresh as a daisy, as they say, so I'm doing well. Okay, and they've just told me to stop, Leah, and I'm just laying out the cards now. And again, you're just asking there, what does the future hold for me? Right, the cards that are after coming up here, Leah, are we have the Four of Swords in the upright position. We have the King of Cups in the reverse position, which represents yourself. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. That's one of the major cards. We have the Star card, otherwise known as the Wish card. That's in the reverse position. We have the Sage card in the reverse position. We have the Awakening card in the upright position. Now, before I actually go into all kind of these, you may have picked up that a lot of the cards are in the reversed position. Sometimes this happens for a particular reason. It's mainly to make ourselves more stronger and not to know that things from the past have affected us. And it's like, if that's what I'm picking up at the moment, Leah, it's like if you've tried something in the past, it's failed, and now you're kind of thinking that everything else is going to be a failure. It's not the case at all. Sometimes we have to do our best. Sometimes we have to fail at something or one thing in order to get to where it is that we want to be in life. And that's something that a lot of people don't realise, that even if you fail at something, you've learned something from that failure. It's not anything to be worried about. And that's indicated there by the Four of Swords, and that's in the upright position here as well, Leah. We also have the Awakening card here as well, and we also have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is quite an interesting card because it's in the reverse position. It's like if you're still making the wrong decisions, or you're kind of afraid of the decisions that you're making. And sometimes you just have to ask someone else's advice. And even if you don't even ask someone else's advice, just go with what you feel is right. It's like if, there's been an awful lot of decisions that need to be made, and you're kind of afraid of making those decisions, whether you should go down path A or path B or path C, etc. Kind of weigh up your options. It's like if you haven't yet thought through the different options that you need to go down through in order to kind of find the correct path. It's like if there's kind of an opening there that you haven't yet solved, or you haven't yet I'm not going to say invented, but they're just kind of giving me here loads of different doors in front of me. But it's like if you haven't opened up that one particular, door that will get to where it is that you want to be, or kind of a new opportunity. It's like if there's something that needs to be kind of sorted out. So again, look into that for me, please. Having the Star card here, Leah, is kind of the main card that's kind of standing out to me at the moment. And the Star card is one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher importance based on these particular cards. And it's the Wish card. Now, there has been some challenges along the way. There's always going to be some challenges along the way in life. No matter what it is that we do, there's always going to be that someone that stands in front of us that it, can be quite difficult to overcome. But that is the key message. Know that what it is that you're doing now, Leah, can have a positive effect. So don't be thinking negative all the time. It happens to a lot of people when we're on kind of a certain path, we kind of think negatively, and that kind of, when the negative stuff happens, then we kind of think, oh, I told us so, or I knew it was going to happen, things like that. Always focus on the positives in life. That is the most important thing that I can say. And know that your wish can come true, Leah. It may not have come true just yet, but know that it will and can come true. That is the key aspect to this particular card. Now you also have the Queen of Cups in the upright position. We also have the Queen of Coins in the upright position, and we also have the Ace of Swords in the upright position. There's kind of two females around you at the moment, and having the Ace of Swords here in the upright position, it's like if they're both clashing. It's like if there's kind of a difficult personality between them both. And I'm not too sure if you're the person in the middle trying to deal with all this kind of, aggro, back and forth. So just be careful of that. Don't kind of take sides. Don't kind of go for, girl A and, give more advice to girl A than you would girl B, so to speak. It's like if you're the person in that middle, you're the person that needs to be in control of the situation, but take both sides of the story and kind of understand, kind of the both sides of the story. Because it's like if one person is jealous of the other. That's the way I'm kind of picking it up. And that's in relation to these two females. And I'm just going to shuffle the cards just finally, just to see if they have any other messages. Just been told to stop. Right, and the cards that are after coming up here are, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse position, we have the Horseman of Cups in the upright position, and we also have the Five of Cups in the upright position. The Three of Swords, like what I was saying to the previous lady there with regards love life, on that particular card is there's 3 swords and there is a love heart. And because it's in the reverse position, it's like if you haven't yet got over the issues that has kind of stopped you from the past. It's like if there has been that past relationship, past kind of boyfriend who's kind of affected you in the past, and that's something that you need to be working on yourself. And it's something that a lot of people forget, that just because someone has been in our life in the past and they've kind of upset us, that we can't actually let them go. We can let them go. That is the key message to this particular card here, Leah, because you have the Horseman of Cups in the upright position and you also have the Five of Cups. Now the Horseman of Cups in the upright position represents your present partner at this present moment in time, and it is a really, really positive card to find. But it's like if you just have these kind of, I'm not going to say this dark cloud, but it's like if you feel, things can go, from, it's like if I just see the rug being pulled from you at any particular moment in time. That's what you're feeling, but that's not the case at all. It's not going to happen. So don't be thinking like that as well. It's like if you just, there's that little negative thought in your mind, which is bound to be there. It's always going to be there. No matter who we are as people, we always think that there's going to be that little thing, taken from us, or the rug pulled from under us, so to speak. It's not the case. So don't be thinking like that at all. With the relationship that you're in at the moment, really, really positive card to find and to end the reading as well. It just shows here with regards to the Horseman of Cups, relationship-wise, you have nothing to worry about there as well. And also with regards the Five of Cups as well, it just shows that it's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So that is the key message. I hope that has answered your question, Leah, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the Irish Psychic Show as well. Okay, we'll do another reading before we take another commercial break. And if you've just joined me, where have you been since 11 p.m? You've missed 50 minutes of the show. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for, and thank you very much for that positive feedback there from Sivan. You sound great with loads of exclamation marks, so thank you very much as well, Sivan. Okay, my mouse says, no, it's not frozen. Sometimes this mouse is a wireless mouse, and sometimes it just gives up and it just doesn't work at all. Where is the next person that I was going to read for? Okay, it's from Kelly Lynch, and Kelly has just wondered, or just asked the question, will my health improve in the next few months? Just general. No problem at all, Kelly, so I'm just shuffling the cards now. And again, obviously with regards health related issues, I do have to stress that you would need to go and see the doctor if you are suffering from anything there. Okay, they just told me to stop, Kelly, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, you do have the health card, but it's in the upright position, which does show that things can improve. So that's really, really positive here as well in relation to that particular question here, Kelly. You also have the Enchantress card here in the reverse position, and also the Eight of Sceptres. And the Eight of Sceptres here, Kelly, it's like if there's something going to happen, I'm not too sure if it has happened, regarding a kind of a legal issue. It's like if there's kind of something that's standing over you at the moment and you're kind of wondering, how is it going to turn out? Because it's in the upright position, I feel it's going to be very, very positive for you. But it's going to be kind of a delayed, it's like if it's delayed, it's like if it's not going to happen just yet. So there is kind of a delay on this. Now, just what I'm reading for you as well with regards health, I am actually picking up just below my left, well, it's on my left hand side, just kind of above my navel area, just to the left hand side of that. There's kind of a sharp pain there, so I'm not too sure if you are suffering from any pain just regarding that area that I'm after picking up on. But again, I do stress you would need to go and see the doctor, but sometimes something like that can be just so simple. It may be just something like irritable bowel or something like that just needs to be kind of diagnosed and then checked, obviously, from your doctor as well. Now, what they are indicating here, Kelly, with regards to the Enchantress card here, that is the self-belief card, and because it's in the reverse position, and we also have the Ace of Coins in the reverse position, and we also have the 10 of Coins, it's like if there's been a period of kind of, I'm going to say that there has been kind of a 10-week period just gone, so to speak, that you've just been feeling down, or you've been in that kind of low state of mind. And that can happen to any of us at any particular time, but we need to be prepared when it does happen, how to get out of that. It's like if there's just been that dark hole and we just, stay in bed a little bit longer and we just don't want to get up out of bed. And it's not kind of depression, but it's kind of a form of depression. It's like if you just don't want to be around people and you just don't want to. It's like if they're kind of just giving me, it's I know it sounds strange, Kelly, but they're just putting a sheet over my head. It's like if I just don't want to be seen at the moment. And that's the way, it's like if I want to be anonymous, just walking around the place and I just have that sheet over me. And that's the way that they're kind of giving me the message at the moment, Kelly. So never be afraid to love who you are as a person. And that's what the Enchantress card indicates here. Because it's in the reverse position, you need to kind of really, really focus on who you are as a person and enjoy who you are as a person as well. And make sure that you have your friends and your family around you as well. And I do feel that things will get better over the next 2 months as well. So I do hope, Kelly, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Okay, time for a quick break. There is only 5 minutes left of the show, so if you have not yet got a reading, don't worry at all. Don't forget the show is live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11pm, and I'm back now to my usual time. I did take a break. That's why this is the first show since a week's time, because a lot of people have been wondering, where has the show been? And I kind of didn't tell people that I was going on a break. It's kind of the best way. But thankfully there was people messaging me saying, where is the show? I missed the show. So I do appreciate your concern. So thank you very, very much. Time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Just when I thought everything was going so right, so why pick this time to pick a fight? I sit there and listen to what you have to say. Tell me you're leaving and you're going away, away. And now you're going away. You're not
that you're supposed to care. So why do you leave now, knowing how I'll feel? You said you love me, you said that you care. What am I to do now? You're not here, not here. And you're going away. You're not here to stay. You're going away. Left on my own, with nowhere to go, nowhere to go. So time is not the side. It's in my life. All I want to
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is just gone midnight and we're into the final last minute of the show, I'm afraid. And during that break I was talking away to all the people who were messaging me saying thank you very much for the reading. Well, you are more than welcome. That is my job here on the show. So thank you very, very much. But I did forget to pick my next person who I'm going to be reading for, so I'm actually just scrolling through all the messages here now. I'm actually just going to pick a random message. So I'm just closing my eyes, moving the mouse, and it's after coming up here with, where are we gone? Right, I think I've read for that lady already. I have done. Okay, well that's not good. Obviously that means that that person would like another reading, which you're more than welcome to get another reading if you want. Just go to irishpsychic.net and click on the purchase reading tab. Okay, so the last person, I think this is the last person because I'm already gone into overtime. It is Joan Porter, and Joan would just like to ask, I would love a private message. Will I be financially secure and move house? Thank you. Okay, no problem at all, Joan, and thank you very much for sending in your question as well. I'm just shuffling the cards. And don't forget, this is just a reminder to let you know that next week I will be having a very special guest on the show as well, and that person will be on either Monday, Wednesday or Friday. And you do need to listen in to all 3 shows next week. And even if you miss the show, don't worry about that at all. It is podcasted. It's available via iTunes. Just search for Irish Psychic, and there you can actually subscribe to the show as well. And also, it's available 24/7 via my website as well. So don't panic if you do miss the live show. You can catch it at any particular moment. So just go back to the website. Okay, so I'm just finishing shuffling the cards now. And they just told me to stop, Joan. I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, I know it kind of sounds like a long way, but it's not going to be too long. They're kind of indicating here, Joan, it's going to fly. But they're actually giving me here 2 years for this particular move with regards the house move, I kind of feel that there's a lot of issues that need to be sorted out, first. And one of those issues is the Tower card. And the Tower card is after coming up in the upward position, and it's one of the major cards, and it's surrounding the Horseman of Cups, which again is in relation to the relationship side of things. And we also have the Seven of Scepters and also the Fool card. It's like if you need to be more connected to the relationship side of things here, Joan. It's like if I'm not going to say that you're both separate people, because obviously that is the case with regards to any relationship, but you kind of need to work on it. It's like if there's kind of been a gap, or there's been kind of a lull at the moment, is the way they're putting it. It's like if there just hasn't been that, kind of feeling where everything is kind of going in the right direction. So that's kind of the main thing that Spirit is actually focusing on first. So make sure that you're concentrating on the relationship side of things and not worrying either. It's like if you surround yourself with an awful lot of worry, and some of those worries are kind of coming from kind of another member of the family. It's like if, you're dealing with other people's problems and not your own. And that, although can be fantastic for families and in relation to, friends and family, you need to deal with your own problems first as well, and make sure that you're able to put your foot down as well, because I kind of feel here, Joan, that you don't really put your foot down enough. It's like if you just accept anyone who has something that needs to be sorted, you're that person that gets involved and kind of forgets about yourself. And that is the key aspect to things. Make sure you concentrate on yourself as well. And just while I'm actually saying that here, Joan, I am actually getting a headache just while saying that. So it's like if there is an awful lot of stress around you at the moment, that's kind of causing these issues and causing these headaches as well. So that is, the key aspect to sorting out this move is focusing on yourself as well, and also focusing on the relationship side of things as well. And I do feel, like I've mentioned, that it will be a 2-year period for things to change here. Once again, that is the end of the show, I'm afraid. And I know I can hear you all saying, oh, but when is the next show? Well, the next show is on Friday, so you have plenty of time to get in your questions for Friday night show. And all you need to do is simply go to Irish Psychic on Facebook and type your private message. Just click on the message option there, give me a private message and just say, hi, this is for Friday night show, and hopefully I will be answering your question on Friday night show. You can also get in touch via my main website, which is irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio show there, scroll down to the very end, and you'll see there a place to leave your message for the show as well. I didn't actually answer any of the questions on from my page tonight, but I will be answering them on Friday. So if you have left a question for tonight's show via my main website, which is irishpsychic.net, I will be taking those messages on Friday night show as well, and along with the voice callers as well. So if you'd like to leave me a voice message for the show, you can do so. Just simply dial 014 43 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, just dial 00353 1443 43 57. And also, I forgot to mention, if you're on Skype as well, just add me, which is Tarot Free. That's TAROTFREE. Just add me there as a contact, and you can also send your message in via that way as well. Can I just say thank you very much to all the listeners of the Irish Psychic Show. Like I've mentioned, the next show is on Friday at 11 p.m. Do join me then. Take care. For myself, Irish Psychic, good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
I'm here to have a party 'cause it's Friday night. I got my best shirt on, I'm feeling so high. And music is the drug, it makes me feel alive.